Hey, gang. Okay, I set a little something up here for tonight for a little enjoyment. What we have here is a complete analog setup. There's not a digital anything in this rig right now. I'll go back a little bit so you can see more of it. It is, let's see, I go a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so we've got the analog tape machine playing back a dub off a master of a Led Zeppelin. So we're probably going to get flagged right away, but hopefully they just whatever monetize it, but leave the video up. We've got some monoblock amplifiers that are single-ended triodes. So this is kind of like the cat's meow. You know, when they talk about tube amps, you know, it's always the upper crust audiophiles always sort of gravitate to the single-ended triode because people say that they sound the best. These are 845 tubes in the back here. These are transmitter tubes. They use them for like radio transmissions and stuff. These are 845s. There's a 300B as a driver, and then there's a 6SN7 in a unique configuration as a preamp tube. And then we've got the Otari MX5050 Mark III in brand new pristine condition. This was never used commercially, and I found it. A guy had it it's been in the house the whole time. It's almost brand new. And then we're using the Vermeer as our analog preamp. Because this one has a tube output, and it's the only one that matches up well with these super the impedance on those things is just funky. So you got to match it up correctly, or they're just not going to sound good. And then of course the Klipsch Forte 2s got on Craigslist. And that's that. That's a converter, a voltage converter. I like to run my amplifiers at 220 to 240. So any of the power amps that I've got around, I've got 220 or 240. Over here, there isn't that. I've got it at the wall on the other side at the big rig, but not here. So I put in a power converter that changes the voltage. It steps it up, step up transformer, steps it up to 220 for the tape machine. So without further ado, let's listen to some analog single-ended triode Zeppelin and see how it sounds. Absolutely epic. I've got more tapes. We've got more tapes we'll discover and we'll go through. The other ones, actually, the ones that I own will be really nice because those are, well, they might, I don't know. They're like studio outtakes. Everything I have is all studio outtakes and unreleased material, demos and stuff like that. None of it's the album stuff. So that will be really fun. We'll start cooking. I bought a Tascam. What is it? D3000 or something. It's a DSD and high res PCM recorder a couple days ago. So it'll be here in a day or so, and then I can set up to archive every time I run a tape through. I'll archive it and record it digitally. So we've got a copy of that because you never know what's going to happen to the 20 or 30-year-old tape. Let's see, it's longer than that. Let's see. So 70, no, it's 70s, so late 70s, 89. That's like 40 years old tape. Anyways, so if they flake apart or whatever, then we've recorded the first time through. So we'll get that. I'll get that done. But that's that. So there you go. This is rig number 2, which is going to be our tube rig. And again, got single-ended triode amps in there right now, listening with Otari reel-to-reel player and some Klipsch Forte 2s. I've got some tannoys coming. We'll play the tannoys, and I've got some other tube amplifiers. I've got some big pentode 300 watt per channels. These are 50 watt per channel Class A. I've got some that are coming that are some Virastar amps that I built a while back that are 300 watts per channel, and they're monsters. I mean, they power those big white speakers that I had up. Anyways, so have a good night, and thanks for checking in. See ya.